be seated. Welcome, everybody, to the University of Lancashire's graduation ceremony, at which we're delighted to be celebrating the successes of our fabulous graduates. And welcome, too, to those who are watching this online across the globe. It guarantees to be a day you'll all remember. I would like to welcome today John Baldwin, who is our Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the University Board.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you all here. Very warm welcome. As Chair of the University Board and Pro-Chancellor, it's a great pleasure to see everyone here. Day of achievement and joy for you. And of course for the family, friends, supporters that have accompanied you this afternoon to celebrate. Very welcome. I'm proud to be from Lancashire, and more directly, very proud of my relationship with the university. I studied here, and then I worked here, admittedly a long time ago. But what I learned, the friends, the connections I made, helped to shape me. Gave me the underpinning confidence to believe in myself and my ability to do many things, maybe things I'd never previously thought I was capable of. It's certainly true, isn't it, that Lancashire, this county with all her beauty, her history, some of the finest people you'll meet, is a great place to live, to work and to study. And we are so glad that you chose us as your place of study. Thank you for trusting us. We sincerely hope that you'll stay connected and you'll see the information in your pack later about how to do just that. So this is the beginning of a new, the next exciting chapter for you all, whether that involves further study, a new or a renewed professional opportunity, or both. Whatever path you choose, we wish you every success. And talking of chapters, I was wrestling with how to close this short introduction last evening, and I'd not long finished Bob Mortimer's autobiography, which is a great read, by the way. You'll likely be aware of Bob, although he is old. Well, he's mature, like me. He's something of a national treasure, or turning into one. Anyway, he suggests several rules for life. Some of them are plain daft, because he is a bit daft. Like for us older people, embrace the elasticated waistband. It can be a good friend. But some of them are very powerful and make more serious points. The simple one is be authentic, and he's absolutely spot on. As he says, you might be surprised by how much you connect with others when you're honest and authentic. Be you. So congratulations again, the warmest of welcomes to all of you. And after you've walked across this platform, go out there, be you, and smash it. I'm now pleased to invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words of welcome to you all and to reflect on the significance of what you've achieved. Enjoy the afternoon.
Welcome to the University of Lancashire. Pro-Chancellor, Honorary Fellows, distinguished guests, proud family and friends, and most importantly, the graduates. It is my privilege to welcome you all to this wonderful occasion. Today is a celebration of achievement, perseverance, and transformation. It marks not just the end of one chapter, but the beginning of another, one filled with promise, purpose, and potential. But before we begin, let me share something that defines who we are as a university. Our motto, Ex solo ad solem, as sung during the procession, means from the earth to the sun. This is more than a phrase. The motto reflects our founding purpose, to help individuals from whatever background to aspire towards knowledge and progress. It embodies education as a transformative force, enabling students to reach their full potential. It was adopted in 1828, so has been a guiding principle for nearly 200 years. It reminds us that learning is not static, it is a journey of elevation, of striving toward the best version of ourselves. Today, you embody that journey. Graduation is important because it is a milestone that recognizes years of hard work, including very often late nights, early mornings, and countless moments of growth. It is a moment to pause and reflect on how far you've come, and to look ahead with courage and confidence. Education is not just about knowledge. It is also about character and purpose. Never has the world needed thoughtful, principled changemakers more than it does today. We live in a time of profound uncertainty, from climate change and global health challenges to economic instability, technological disruption, and increasing geopolitical tensions. Our world is complex and ever-changing. But in the face of these challenges, there is hope, and much of that hope resides with you as our graduates. You are entering the world not just with degrees and qualifications, but with a greater understanding of the world around you. You've learned to think critically, to question assumptions, to engage with diverse perspectives, and to act with empathy and integrity. These are not just academic skills, these are life skills, and exactly the skills that the world needs. As the philosopher John Dewey once said, education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. Your time at university has prepared you not just for a job, but for a life, contribution, curiosity, and courage. Here at the University of Lancashire, we are proud of the role we play in shaping the future. Over the past 2 years, our university has achieved remarkable success in research and innovation. 72% of our submissions to the Research Excellence Framework were adjudged to have outstanding or very considerable impact worldwide, reaching 68 countries and over 18 million people. This translates as the University of Lancashire being 63rd for research power adjudged against over 140 UK universities. Our researchers are tackling real-world problems, from improving maternity care and solving crime to advancing health technologies and supporting deaf education in India. One of our cosmology PhD students who recently discovered the Big Ring, a second ultra-large structure in deep space, followed this up by being invited to present the 4th Penrose Lecture at Oxford University. This is all the more remarkable when you consider that the first Penrose Lecture was given by the world-famous theoretical physicist and author of A Brief History of Time, Sir Stephen Hawking. Also, one of the archaeology team, Dr. Brenna Hassett, has won a £1 million grant from the Wellcome Trust entitled Tracing Diseases of Contact at the End of Human Mobility. Our experts are heard and seen on a regular basis, appearing on television, radio, and in print media, discussing their areas of expertise, explaining their latest findings and impact, and giving expert opinion on global activities. Dr. Megan Argo was earlier this year on BBC Breakfast, helping us to understand what went wrong when a Japanese moon lander named Resilience crashed during its attempted lunar landing on the 5th of June this year. Very relevant when you consider our motto. We are proud of the very significant contribution we make to the supply of key workers. Here we educate medics, health workers, police, vets, social workers, lawyers, and more. And few, if any of us, will go through life without being touched by several of these professions. Modern universities like ours work with 93% of NHS trusts and account for 64% of all universities delivering adult nursing, 76% of nursing students, 70% of midwifery students, and 78% of social work students study at modern universities like the University of Lancashire. We are truly a university of and for our region with national and global influence. But today is not about the university and its achievements, it is about you. You face challenges of your own. Some of you will have studied through a pandemic, Others balanced work, family, and study, and no doubt most of you have faced moments of doubt. But you persevered, and that resilience will serve you well. It is perhaps apt to reflect on the words of Roger Federer, the famous tennis player, when also speaking at a graduation ceremony. He said, "Not everything you try will work, not every risk will pay off, not every call will be the right one, but that's okay. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. What matters is how you respond, how you learn, and how you grow. Remember that success is not about perfection, it's about persistence. Even the greatest champions face setbacks." Federer went on to ask, "What percentage of the points do you think I won in my career?" Only 54%. In other words, even top-ranked tennis players win barely more than half of the points they play. That means that Roger Federer lost nearly half the time and still became a champion and a legend. So the lesson: you don't need to win every point, or indeed every interview, or every opportunity. What matters is how you respond, how you learn, and how you keep moving forward. Resilience, not perfection, is the key. So as you step into the next phase of your journey, whether it's further study, a new job, or something entirely unexpected, know this: you are ready, you are equipped, and you are needed. We are incredibly proud of you, and we hope you are proud of us too, for the education we provided, the community we've built, and the values we've shared. Before I close, I want to offer heartfelt thanks to all those who supported our graduates along the way: families, friends, mentors, and loved ones. Your encouragement, patience, and belief has helped to make this day possible. Let's take a moment to thank them for their love and support, for they have played an integral role in your success. Graduates, please join me in a massive round of applause for all of those. To our dedicated academic staff and professional services teams, thank you for your unwavering commitment to excellence, inclusion, and student success. And finally, to our graduates, congratulations. You've earned this moment. From all of us at the University of Lancashire, we wish you every success, every joy, and every opportunity in the future. Leave this hall with confidence, go forward with pride, go forward with purpose, and never stop learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Graham. The university is now extremely proud to confer an honorary fellowship on Dame Karen Pierce. Pro-Chancellor, Dame Karen Pierce is a proud Prestonian who has spent more than 40 years working as a British diplomat around the world. Born and raised in the city, she attended Penwitham Girls High School and was only the second person in her family to go to university. In 1981, Dame Karen began her diplomatic career by joining the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. Postings took her to Japan, Washington, Geneva, New York, and to Afghanistan, where she spent a year living in Kabul as a British ambassador. She also worked in London on issues related to Ukraine and the Balkans during the conflicts in the former Yugoslavia. During her career, Dame Karen has really broken the mould. She's Britain's first female ambassador to the United States of America. She was also the first woman to become the UK's permanent representative to the United Nations, and prior to this role, she served as the Director General for Political Affairs and Chief Operating Officer of the Foreign Commonwealth Office in London for 2 years. Following her 5-year spell as ambassador in the US, she was appointed earlier this year as the UK's Special Envoy for Western Balkans. A pioneer in her field, in 2018 she was bestowed a damehood for her services to British foreign policy, while last year she received the Georgetown Institute for Women Peace and Security Trailblazer Award, which recognises women who are driving change to create a more peaceful and equitable world. Pro-Chancellor, on behalf of the University Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Dame Karen Pierce with the award of Honorary Fellow from the University of Lancashire. I now call on Dame Karen to speak to you all. Would you like me to hold that for you?
Yes, please. Thank you. Well, Madam Deputy Mayor, the leadership of this wonderful university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is a very deep honour and all the more wonderful to be here at the same graduation ceremony in which all the graduates are taking part today. As you heard, I'm a local girl. I went to Broughton Primary School. I went to Penwitham Girls Grammar School with Dame Sue Irons, who was your Pro-Chancellor. And they have given me an excellent start to launch a career that I am lucky enough has taken me round the world. I also wanted to say how impressed I am at this wonderful university. When I was a small child, my mother taught here when it was the Harris College. She was also a student here back in the day. But to see what this university has now become and what it has done for the city of Preston is truly remarkable. So through you, let me thank everybody who has had a hand in that very important transformation. One of the things I learned in America, which I think echoes what you've heard from the Vice-Chancellor today, be ambitious. Create opportunities for others. Be confident. And I don't think I can stress enough how much never let failure set you back. Failure is a necessary part of what we do. Pick yourselves up, dust yourselves down, and start all over again if necessary. As you go out into the world, this is your future. My generation will soon step aside. It will be for you to forge not just your own path in the world, but also to find ways to work for your community, for your region, for your country. And I salute all those of you who might want to be going into public sector. It has given me a great career. And if there's anybody out there who doesn't yet know what path they want to take, I absolutely can commend the public sector and the civil service. You've heard a lot of lessons today, but bear with me if I add 3 more. Not all of which I could say that I have honestly discharged myself, but it was good advice given to me, and I'm very happy to pass it on to you. One, as I said, is about creating opportunities for others. It's about collaboration. It's about finding the way through for an ambitious path. I think the second is about charm and conciliation. This was told to my son when he was at school, when he was exhibiting the signs of anything but. And I can't say myself that I'm a great exemplar of it. But you will find that it will help you in situations that become very difficult and very tense. So I leave that thought with you. And then the last thought I'd like to convey, in fact, I have 2 thoughts, actually. One of the things I was told as a woman was all about the glass ceiling, and that you can't be what you can't see. And I understand why that is so, and I understand why people feel very diffident if they see people in an organisation above them who aren't like them. But I would say someone has to be first. Someone has to punch a hole through that glass ceiling. It should and it can be you. And then finally, the last thing I'd like to share, which actually comes from Oscar Wilde, is it will be all right in the end, and if it's not all right, it's not the end. Thank you enormously for this very important honour. I couldn't be more privileged to be here with you today. Thank you.
Graduands, it's now the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of your awards. You'll be guided all the way by our university ushers and will cross the stage individually once your name is read out. So please make sure you bring your named seat cards to the stage. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards from the School of Law and Policing. For the thesis entitled Mitochondrial DNA Sequencing for Forensic Human Identification on a Sample of the Saudi Arabian Population, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Dina Alaray. For a thesis entitled Unifying Perspectives, Bone Epigenomics and Proteomics for Robust Forensic Timekeeping, the degree of the Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Luke Gent. For a thesis entitled Application of Single Nucleotide Polymorphisms, SNPs, to Forensic Casework in Malaysia, Application of Singular Nuclear Polymorphines, SNPs, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Forensic Investigative Science is awarded to Sherizar Alimat. Master of Arts in Criminology, Noswaran Amir. Sumat Kaur. All right. Ken Kerwin. Dominika Lewandowska. Brooke Meller. Sophie Pennington. Alice Phipps. Charmaine Smith. Master of Arts in Criminology, Connor Eastwood. Master of Laws in Financial and Commercial Law, Mohammed Azhar Ibn Habib Jumoon. Master of Laws in International Business Law, Faraz Khan. Mushtaq Ahmed Somru. Aliyah Thiruprahan Shagir. Master of Laws in Law, Patricia Wanjuka Kahinda. Christina Monalachi. Jakian Ahmed Tipu. Master of Science in Counter-Terrorism, Jessica Blackburn. Antonia Marie Neil Glynn. Daniel Cheevers. Louis France. James Head. Amy Leake. Anya Lynn. Ashley McCarthy. Olivia Ruffley. Kilian Villamil Martinez. Master of Science in Criminal Investigation, Youssef Balanachi. Jasmine Buse. Nicoletta Cornecci. John Francis. Ruth Laws Chapman. Stephanie O'Brien. Connor Rigby. Aparna Roy. Leona Sorek. Great friend. Olivia Sombara. Ashley Thompson. Sophie Jade Woods. Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Lynn Hughes. Caris Martin. Master of Science in Cybercrime Investigation, Charlie Collins. Caitlin Champion. Robin Goff. Adam Goldfinch. Raluca Liliana Gania. Aswathi Karukanaran Anil. Gabrielle Lloyd. Master of Science in DNA Profiling, Caitlin Page D'Souza. How you doing, mate? Owen Gaskell. Jennifer Gillespie. Rebecca Lane. Erin McAllister. Master of Science in Emergency Management in High Hazard Industries, Paul Frampton. Robert Hargreaves. Matthew Salters. Master of Science in Financial Investigation, Olivia Bruce. Alicia Khan. Georgia Simpson. Master of Science in Forensic Science and Crime Scene Investigation, Tanya Ahmed. Sneha Albert. Aaron Anderson. Charlie Anderson. Ilanta Ashall. Phoebe Ashcroft. Aldin Chitlapili Jose. Emily Derbyshire. Katie Fenton. Gracie Grafton. Georgia Gregory. Kenise Heath. Lexi Heath. Maria Andreeva. Lydia Kerslake. Regan Marwick. Maeve McAvoy. Nithim Nisarasim Aparagi. Joe Pritham Petla. Huda Shaban. Grace Shepherd. Amanda Smith. Amina Suleiman. Suraj Suresh Babu. Unitai Singh Thakur. Eve Tracy. Lucy Williams. Helena Wojcicka. Postgraduate Diploma in Cybercrime Investigation, Grant Ferguson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Criminology and Criminal Justice, Maria Bertel. Ellie Humpage. Bachelor of Laws with Honours, Amdad Hamad. Chaudhry Umar Shazad Asraf. Mohammed Ashraf. Elisa Castle. Ayan Erdem. Lindsay Francis. Fateh Husseini. Harslan Ali Jazid. Aliyah Khan. Taha Khan. Muhammad Latifur Rahman. Amber Salter. Khan Muhammad. Alaba Alfred Odemeo. Ahmed Abdul Khair Sarkar. Bachelor of Laws with Honours in Law with Business, Habas Husseini. Christopher McGowan. Alexandra Ratcliffe. Heather Talaka. Hannah Whelan. Bachelor of Laws with Honours in Legal Practice, Bianca Barker. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Science and Criminal Investigation, Rebecca Holt. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Policing and Criminal Investigation, Joshua Lawton. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Professional Policing Practice, Hannah Fryer. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Law and Policing.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. Congratulations to every single one of you who have received their award. I am delighted to welcome to the stage Melanie Waite, who is going to perform for us today. Melanie is currently in her third year studying law here at the University of Lancashire. Outside of her studying, Melanie is a soul and Motown singer who has been touring the Northwest for the past 15 years, entertaining crowds at weddings, events, parties and more. As well as being a successful solo artist, she fronts a jazz band, events trio and a four-piece rock band. You are in for a real treat today. Please put your hands together for our very own Melanie Waite.
Beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break traditions. Sometimes my tries are outside the lines. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten.
Thank you, Melanie. The ceremony is very nearly finished, and it's almost time for the celebrations to really get going with your families, friends, loved ones and supporters. But we need something symbolic to kick things off. So please listen to my following instructions very carefully. Firstly, all non-graduates in the room, please get your cameras ready for a photo opportunity. Secondly, graduates, please all stand and take off your mortarboards. Now, when I count to 3, and only when I count to 3, I want you all to throw your mortarboards up into the air in the traditional fashion in celebration of what you've achieved at your time at university. But please don't throw them too high or too far to avoid them injuring yourself or someone else. And more importantly, because once you've retrieved your mortarboard, it's yours to take home and keep with the university's best wishes. So here we go. On a count of 3, throw your mortarboards into the air and give a big cheer. Then we'll all follow with a further 3 cheers. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip, Now, please take your seats for one last time while I explain the final stage of this amazing, special day. As we bring the ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion and sharing this special day with our university community. Once we have sung the national anthem, the platform party will leave the stage and graduates, you will process out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you. Guests, may I ask that you remain seated until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. You'll then be guided through the doors at the side by the ushers to rejoin your graduate in the Student Centre for post-ceremony celebrations. We hope you've enjoyed the ceremony today. Well done to you all, and congratulations once again. For those who can, please now stand for the national anthem of Great Britain.
Thank you.